This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the easiest way to create a beautiful website, all on your own terms. In last week's episode, we took you back down to the Dordogne to the beautiful Chateau de Saint-Germain-des-Prés for the most exciting event. It was the wedding of our friends Steve and Sarah. We were finally reunited with their parents, got to meet some of their family members, got to reunite with some wonderful old friends that we hadn't seen for a while, including Curtis Ryan Woodside and his husband Filippo, who came all the way from Italy. We were so excited to see them. We hadn't seen them since Venice. And of course, you guys, some of you might remember our big trip to Egypt. So them coming all the way down to the French countryside was incredibly, incredibly exciting. We got all of the puppies together again, which is always fun. We also revealed some beautiful new pieces from the Chateau Love Jewelry collection. We borrowed them to wear for the wedding, and you won't believe it, but every single piece that I featured in the episode sold, with the exception at the time of publishing this episode, just this one necklace that Isabella had on. I don't expect it to last long, but it was so much fun to take a tiny moment to wear these. I always think I'm going to be able to wear these for longer, but nope, they get passed on to their new caretakers. And then came the moment we had all been waiting for, the big reveal of Steve and Sarah walking down their majestic staircase in the magnificent wedding outfits that Sarah had sewn herself. We had never seen anything like it. We'll probably never see anything like it again. And she was truly the most beautiful bride. Simon and I were the witnesses. We went to the local mayor's office, which was right next door to their chateau. And it was such an incredible experience, such a French experience. And we loved every second. There was so much joy and love and laughter, and of course, a whole lot of Chateau love jokes. Because what's more Chateau love than a Chateau wedding full of châtelaines? And naturally, there was a big party afterwards where everyone celebrated at the foot of this beautiful, majestic fairy tale castle. There were even speeches from the balcony and a very traditional croquembouche wedding cake. The whole thing was perfect from start to finish. And the festivities were not at all done yet. We had another whole day the following day in the Dordogne. And of course, what did we want to do? Tell us, Simon. You all know the answer.
We went antique shopping.
But first, I'm going to show you the continued progress in the master bedroom. Last week, I mentioned the inspiration behind the direction we're going to take in this room, and now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. In the latest season of Bridgerton, and it's the Viscount and Viscountess's bedroom. It's almost exactly what I had in mind for this room.
Oh, okay.
And so you know what that means?
No, it means I've got extra work to do, I think.
It means now you're going to have to watch a little bit of Bridgerton with me. You wouldn't believe how excited I was to see the latest series of Bridgerton. When I first saw season 1, I was swooning. Yes, of course, the men are gorgeous, the gowns are stunning, the scripts are really fun, but oh, those interiors. Both the Bridgerton house and I have houses full of Regency, Wedgwood, powder blue, brocade, gold, pale painted furnishings, and oh my goodness, that Bridgerton drawing room. I also love Lady Danbury's dusty salmon pink rooms, and even the greens at the Featherington house, but the Bridgerton house is 100% my vibe. So imagine when we finally got to see the newly married couple's bedroom in season 3, which is an exquisite mix of paneling, hand-painted arabesques with fabrics mostly silvery powder blue, but with also hints of pinks and lavender, plus there are odes to travel as the new young lady is Indian. This is what I love about Regency decor, which included earlier French pieces, grand tour finds from Egypt, Asian inspirations, and so much more. They even loved a conservatory for bringing the outside in, just like at our little chateau. I love these soft colors, the pales, blues, greens, the pinks, and occasionally even going a bit like Queen Charlotte with some deep raspberries and reds, like our little tiny top floor bedroom here at the chateau. So this week, Simon is going to carry on with what I am now calling our Bridgerton bedroom, and I shall carry on with our equally historically inspired hand-painted bathroom upstairs. So hooray everybody, let's get to work. This is going to be such a fun week. This is the exciting bit. Simon is starting to paint some pink accents. So yes, we have a beige ceiling, cream walls, blue cornicing, and pink accents on the ceiling. So what do you suppose this room's gonna look like when it's done, sweetie?
It's going to be great, yeah.
This room is gonna have a lot of interesting decorative paintwork going on. You're being a very good sport. Check out this beautiful new ceiling in shades of beige, pale blue, and pale pink. And it's not finished yet. There's more to come on this ceiling. Ceiling is painted and it's beautiful, and now has become the big question of what color to paint the baseboards. We started out by trying the pink, but we think that the blue might be the answer, and it's gonna be really pretty. So of course, for this week's jewelry offerings, I had to go Bridgerton inspired. My favorite piece of the week has to be this oh so romantic, very large hand-carved brooch featuring a horse-drawn carriage and two lovers. It is extra chateau in my opinion. Another item not at all out of place on a delicate Bridgerton hand would have been this magnificent 18-karat gold and platinum diamond and sapphire ring. It's so dainty and lovely, and one can imagine it being on the hand of someone playing a harp or the pianoforte. And then we have several pieces of blue wedgwood, which would look stunning on any of the Bridgerton ladies or men, as it's their signature color, and all of the neoclassical themes are oh so Regency. Here we have a gorgeous ring, a brooch, and a necklace. They can be purchased separately, but would look great together. As it's Penelope season, I couldn't resist offering this bright Art Nouveau handmade Limoges enamel brooch, signed in bright shades of yellow, red, and blue in a sterling setting. Her bright dresses from the previous seasons are such fun, and this would not have been out of place on any of them. When Colin Bridgerton went away on his grand tour adventures in Europe, he might have brought his mother back something like this exquisite Italian cameo, and features Hebe and Zeus in the form of an eagle, and Hebe was considered to be the goddess of youth, mercy, and forgiveness. It is another glorious day here in the French countryside. We are still in the Dordogne, and today we are all going out. We're going to be doing some antique shopping. We're still delighting in each other's companies. We're all a little bit tired from yesterday, but not too tired. We can all get up our enthusiasm for some antique shopping. So what to wear today? Yesterday was really bright and colorful, so today I'm feeling a little more subdued and thinking I'm going to go a little bit more traditionally classical, more my Parisian sort of look. And of course, I've got to pick out some antique jewelry to go antique shopping. And the piece that I'm obsessed with that I wore at the bachelorette party is the Leda and the Swan. Very late Georgian, early Victorian cameo. It is mind-blowingly, exquisitely beautiful. We have a few cameos that are going to be featured soon. It was very difficult to procure them, but they're so special. But in the interim, I'm going to wear this as often as I can because it brings me so much joy.
Don't I get a cameo too?
Oh, which one would you like?
Pick one out for me.
Oh, okay. I think I know just the one.
Okay.
I love this one too. This one's actually quite romantic as well as historical. I love the way some of these really fine cameos depict these mythological
What is it?
scenes. It's Venus and Mars.
This looks like a his and hers.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Now, I think everybody's waiting on us. Let's go.
Oh, gosh, sorry.
I'm not picking one out for Isabella.
Okay. Vivienne now has us creating a Bridgerton-style Regency bedroom, and I wonder what art will hang on the walls.
We have her designs and paintings, or maybe even some of my photos, some of which are available on the Chateau Love website, as you may know. What you might not know yet is that I'm going to create my own website using my photographs and using Squarespace. Do you have art ideas or products that you'd like to share? Why not easily create your own website using Squarespace, the simplest way to create a beautiful website, and even sell products or content all on your own terms. You'll have control over the look of the website, the updates, and managing your own online shop. There are incredible easy-to-use templates and the Fluid engine, which enables you to design every aspect of your website yourself with drag and drop technology. Check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the link below to save 10% off your first purchase of a domain or a website.
Isabella and I are in the back seat. We're on our way to the brocante. We've got Simon and Phil, Steve's dad, in the front seat. We are driving through the beautiful Dordogne countryside. The weather has turned again. It has been rainy this whole spring, but it was glorious for the wedding. So it was a little gift from the skies yesterday, but then it started raining again this morning. So brocanting is just the perfect thing to go do.
Absolutely.
Yes, on a day when it's not so nice to be outside. We're arriving in the charming town of Exedoy, here in the Dordogne, to meet up with all our pals and talk about how great the wedding was.
And anywhere you want to park, there's the brocantes. So you want to park in here somewhere. Steven's car there.
For those of you who may remember, a few weeks ago we bought 24 antiques in 24 hours, and a large number of them came from this shop. Do we need to run in there before you go inside, or are you? Oh, this is playing dirty. This is called châtelaines playing dirty at the brocante.
Mm-hmm. Have you shown your costume for today?
I have not.
Give me the camera. Look at that. Ooh, some leg on display.
It's the best bit.
And oh, is this brooch from chateau-love.com?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Let's go.
Woohoo! Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Ah, we're the last ones here. Bonjour, monsieur, comment allez-vous? Ça va très bien. C'est une bonne journée aujourd'hui avec toutes les châtelaines encore.
On verra.
Mais oui.
Comme j'ai dit à vos amis, c'est 20% pour le mariage.
Oh, mais c'est sympa. C'est pour toutes les amies ou que pour les mariés?
Everybody save 20%.
Everybody saves 20%. But were the prices just raised 20% because we just arrived? No.
I'm too generous.
You're too generous and too honest. Have you got des bijoux pour moi?
No.
Pas de bijoux. Pas du tout. Dommage. Ah, okay. On va voir.
Wait and see.
Wait and see. It's a brocante party. Look at this. We need champagne. Ooh, I already see things I like. Hi, Elska. Now, see this lot back here? They're too busy chatting. It's another party. Everybody just got back together again. But I'm on a mission, because I know if I don't get to this stuff, they're going to get to the good stuff first. Because we all like the same things. Now, I've just spotted something that's very hard to find. We have a pair of Georgian chandeliers here in brass. One chandelier, easy to find. Two matching, not so easy. And a pair of crystal chandeliers. What do you think?
I love them.
I love them too. They're beautiful.
We're looking for a pair for our second big bed and breakfast room. It's huge, but that room is so large.
Yeah, those would be quite small. They're perfect for a little baby chateau like ours. Right? Oh my goodness, another pair of chandeliers. There's another pair. 3 pairs of chandeliers in one place. That's amazing. Oh, and these they're not quite fleur-de-lis, but almost. Look at that. Wow. Oh, and there's back here, this is actually something that's quite rare to find. If anybody is looking for an Art Deco chandelier, Art Deco's all the rage right now, especially in Paris. And in Paris, something like this would be several thousand euros. It's actually signed. Look at that. And he's asking 500 for it, although today apparently we get a 20% discount. That is a very, very, very special piece. Steve has just spotted something he thinks I'm going to like. Oh, I can see it already.
Yes, lovely little sculpture.
I'm in love with white biscuit porcelain.
Yeah.
And, oh, she's pretty.
Look at the details in the flowers,
She
the
is
fruit.
very, very beautiful. Have you lifted her up? We need to check her underside, Steve.
Do we? Okay.
Gently.
Shall I do that?
Very, very gently. Sometimes there's a maker's mark. I don't see one.
I don't see one.
It doesn't take away from how lovely she is.
No.
But sometimes in a place like this, we can get very lucky. I think she's Art Nouveau. Look at the floral detailing on the sides and the flowers in her hair. She's a
Even
little
the
bit
dress.
18th century, but yeah, I think she's more Art Nouveau than anything.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting piece because most of these pieces are much more 18th century
Yeah.
in style.
And for me, it's like the tiny little details, like
Yeah.
the fruit in the hand. The fact that none of that is chipped.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely intact. It's
Yes.
quite something.
So she's holding, it looks like some grapes.
Yeah.
And is that flowers or grapes?
Maybe a fruit basket of some kind. Or...
So she might be a representation of Bacchante, who is a follower of Bacchus.
Bacchus,
And
yeah.
so Bacchantes, or Bacchus, of course, not only symbolize the love of wine and good things,
Yeah.
but also a zest for life and a passion for living. And so for anyone who's thinking it's just about the wine and the revelry and the lovemaking,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's also about zest for life. So she's a good one. Those of you who are real wine aficionado or nadi, this is the beautiful wine that's being sold here at the antique store, 2009, 30 euros a bottle. Bit rich for my blood and very expensive for France, but also probably really amazing. Little teacups like the ones that we gave Steve and Sarah. You can find those pretty readily here. Look at this bottle.
And it's perfect with the breakfast room.
2005. Haute Medoc. I wonder how much he wants for that.
So this is a dip pen, an ink dip pen.
So very much like a calligraphy pen, an old writing
But
utensil.
very, very delicate and fine point.
Beautiful.
And then there's a pencil as well and a stamp. But I think it's absolutely
The
beautiful.
whole collection, it is beautiful. And 20 euros, that's amazing.
I know. That's
So you
why
know
it's
what you need
gonna
now? An inkwell.
Yes, I have one.
Oh, Candace just shows up and she's wearing her beautiful new spinner fob. And you know, I forgot to take videos. Everybody yesterday was wearing Chateau Love jewelry. Stephanie had on her gold spinner fob that Philip bought her. Bonnie had her birthday present, which was the black basil wedgwood. I was like surrounded by Chateau Love and more Chateau Love.
Black basalt, stunning.
I know.
And
I know.
that brooch is, I love your...
Thank you. I know. I can't get enough of it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about the chandeliers. Monsieur,
Oui,
combien pour les lustres, les deux?
450.
Pour les deux. Pas chacun.
Le père?
Non, la paire.
La paire, ok.
La paire.
C'est
Mais
pas
là,
mal.
je peux pas faire 20%.
Ouais, oh zut. Oui, d'accord. Ok, je vais discuter avec mon mari.
Discutez avec votre mari.
Oui, voilà. That's French for I have to ask my husband. So also, again, if we were in Paris right now, I could sell these chairs 1,000 times over. These are incredible, authentic Art Deco chairs. And imagine those with that wonderful chandelier in a very fashionable apartment. But for a bargain, if any of you would like to look at the ascent of man, there's a little evolution for you. Evolution at the bargain price of 50 euros. I love the fig leaves. And you spotted a vase that matches your green one.
This is by an artist called André Hunebelle, who is a master French glassmaker,
Okay.
born in the end of the 1800s.
Yep, that makes sense. So
And,
late late Nouveau, early Deco.
He was a contemporary of René Lalique.
Wow. And then this one here also is in the same vein. We could have a nice little vignette, but it would set us back a couple €100, and I'm not sure I'm that married to this
I like this one.
vibe. They're pretty,
That one
aren't
has
they?
a chip in it,
Uh-oh.
just on the top here, so it's not perfect.
Well, that means perhaps there's a deal to be made.
So he might do a deal, but also there's a bubble in there, you see. So, I mean, that's kind of cool because that is part of the making process, but I'm not sure it would have been
Yeah.
sold as a pristine piece.
I'm not in love.
Not that. This one
Yeah.
I do like. I might
Okay,
get this if I can get a deal.
So shush. Don't let the other châtelaines know that I'm looking at it. But I really like this. It's very musical. It's obviously not a very valuable piece, but it's very decorative.
Yeah, it's an American.
And the price is right. I think that's really sweet. What do you think?
I like it. Yeah,
I like it
nice.
too. And 20% off.
Means it's a little cheaper.
It is a little cheaper.
Means it would be 20% cheaper. It's a proper bronze. It's got the weight.
Yeah, it is.
It's got
It's
a
a-
thing underneath.
It's proper bronze. It should be signed somewhere, but I think it's very tender and very sweet. Oh, and it's signed by Pfeiffer? I guess we have to Google it. We're never going to get him out of here. He's still trying to go for it.
I like this. I like this and this.
Isabella spotted something that she really likes. What's happening over here? What's happening? I
Birthday
walked out
gifts.
to
It's our
chat with
birthday.
everybody
Listen,
outside.
It's our birthday.
Well, it's true.
Birthdays in a few weeks.
Well, in about 2 weeks, actually.
So we are buying birthday presents.
Are we?
We are.
Are we really?
We are.
Well, I think
I'm
we...
guessing we're getting mirrors. Would you like that?
Isabella
Although we have already
spotted
got something
some
else.
fun Art Nouveau mirrors. Haha, he knows you. You come back this afternoon. Everyone's waiting for us for lunch, and you've got to stop buying vases.
20%.
I know.
You can
I
save
know.
20%. I like those chandeliers if we're talking 20%. Good price. Merci, monsieur. C'est toujours un plaisir. As we're driving to lunch, we're passing Ed and Candace's chateau. Isn't it beautiful? Right there. We were there actually just a couple of weeks ago. We have all come out to lunch. Isabella's having the chicken. I'm having the chicken as well, but sadly without these beautiful homemade fries. Filippo's having a very, very Italian fish and chips. Saucisson, hot dogs. We have burgers.
Burgers and burgers.
Fantastic. Phil, are you eating?
I'm on simmer salad.
Oh.
Salad.
Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I thought I was getting the healthy option, but I really don't think it is that healthy. But it looks delicious.
I mean, there's cream, but
There's a lot of cream. There's a whole lot of cream. Welcome to France. I'm having salad envy. That's beautiful.
oh yeah,
That's more like a
there's
top
definitely a healthy
salad.
option, but I am in.
Well, I know exactly. You got bacon on your salad, and I got cream on my chicken.
Vice versa, so you're here.
It was too fast. You're leaving us too soon. This is tragic. Bye, Oscar. Bye, Filippo.
Have a good trip home. Great to see you. Yeah.
Safe travel.
We just said goodbye to everybody at the restaurant behind us, and we're going to let everybody go back to Steve and Sarah's, get a little bit of a nap. But we've discovered a vintage clothing store just across the street here in Thiviers. Let's go see what they've got. Oh, they've got Chanel.
Yes, and
Louis Vuitton. Oh my gosh, look at those sandals. I love those sandals. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely incredible. Second main, that means second hand. Look at these shoes. Unicorn shoes. That's amazing. So many wonderful things. This is incredible. I actually really kind of like this. Is it a dress? It's really wonderful. Are really pretty. Look at those lovely soft colors. Oh, these jackets. They're so beautiful. Okay, I'm in heaven. Anything worth having over here? No, I don't think so. I'm finding the prettiest things. See? There's this beautiful dress for 15 euros. Also, this pretty shirt, which is also really pretty. I can't believe how many things we're finding here, Isabella.
Oh, there's so many good
That's
things.
really pretty.
Thank you.
I found a Max Mara dress and other dresses for 15 euros each and amazing shoes. But also, look back there. There's a little naughty section. If anybody comes to Tivier, you can get a little bit of naughty and a little bit nice here at the vintage shop.
These are for work.
I think that looks really great. But she's got beautiful handbags, Ferragamo, Hermes, Chanel, classic jackets, and beautiful Hermes scarves, which I love, but I just never ever wear.
So with if you
I
don't
love
know
this.
this brand, I'm not sure it exists in some city in France, but Caroline Bis,
Yeah.
it's a really nice brand.
Yeah, it's very.
Really nice.
I love
And
it.
it's a Belgian one, so it's
It's better.
I just love this design.
I think it's just beautiful. It's like, is it poppies?
I think it's puppies.
It is. Oh, it is poppies. It's poppies
Yes, it's
embroidered. I love it. You must get it.
Okay, thank you. I will.
So we have 12 things, and my fish shoes, and this wonderful thing from the window that everybody liked, including including our male friends as well. Rue du Chateau. After all the shopping excitement, everybody's in the kitchen, and after a very, very, very long time, we're gonna have another cheese of the week. All right, cheese of the week. It's actually cheeses of the week, I lied. We have the ultimate cheese board made by Manor and Maker, actually made by the maker. And this is so incredible. All of these little signs for each cheese. That is one of the cleverest things I've ever seen. Okay, so what's the most interesting cheese on here?
The Rocamadour Chef.
Great.
I do enjoy a Cantal.
Yeah? That's
I do enjoy a Bleu d'Auvergne. Those are local. Rocamadour Chef is local.
Which
So,
is
might be
probably
that
this
one,
one.
like a Cendrillon.
A very delicious runny brie.
Yeah.
Isabella, we love a runny brie, don't we?
That sounds all wrong when you say it that way.
I think it sounds delicious. The smellier, the better.
Yes, but brie, that is the only way to have a brie. When you buy the commercial bries,
Oh, yes.
they stay really like in check. That's not how brie is.
No,
And it's not how the French people eat brie. That is
exactly.
the French brie.
That's the way to do it right there. I'm having a little bit of cheese board envy right now,
Well,
I
I
have
can
to
make
say.
you one because it's
In
all
your spare
laser
time.
cut. Yeah, you know. Yeah, absolutely.
Between workshops and hosting all these family members.
No
and,
problem. You can
so
just whip that up.
just whip me up one.
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're ever feeling bored,
I see what you did there. If I'm ever feeling bored, I'll make you
if
one.
you're ever feeling cheese board, make me a cheese board.
Will do.
It's so beautiful, this cake. I mean, look at that chocolate icing. It's just perfect. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's almost too pretty to eat, but I said almost. That looks disgusting. I don't know what it is.
It's delicious.
It's some kind of tripey something.
No, it's not.
Ugh.
It's something meaty.
Interesting.
Oh, it's so sad. It's time to go. They're packing. We're up here drinking rosé.
I was gonna say, did you get a picture of the table with the empties? I'm leaving. Right?
Oh, the table with the empties is good. Actually, when you consider how many people were here, I think
actually not very
we
much.
were well behaved. Very well
It's
behaved.
actually pretty
So
light.
you actually had really wedding guests who it was an incredibly enjoyable and well-behaved.
It was.
There was no naughtiness.
No, not really.
It's
Just enough. There was just enough naughtiness, right?
My sister's weddings, there was no naughtiness at all.
Oh my God,
It's beautiful here, isn't it?
it is.
And the sun came out for us, which is perfect. And there's even a little teeny tiny bit of wisteria left.
Okay.
It's time to say goodbye. It's been the best wedding ever. Happy wedding, happy wedding, happy wedding. Steve, happy wife.
Sure.
Simon?
He knows, I know this very well, but he knows this
I
already.
do indeed.
He knows it after 20 years.
Look, Phil's not even looking. He's like, nope. Come on, Phil. Happy wife, happy life. All right, everybody. We hate to leave you. And of course, I have to show you where our lovely new statue is going. The obvious place is the music room. We have all sorts of musical themed items in here, like this little biscuit porcelain plaque. It's one of my favorites. It's very sweet. Over by Isabella's harp. And here it is. The way he's looking at her is so tender and sweet. What do you suppose are the chances that Simon would look at me like that if I were trying to play two trumpets at the same time? And now, after all of the excitement of Steve and Sarah's incredible wedding, antique shopping in the Dordogne with all the other châtelaines, we're back to a very chilly and wet Paris, although the sun is finally coming out. And today is Father's Day, the real Father's Day. Sadly, Isabella and I are in Paris while Simon is at the Chateau, but that did not stop us from giving him a surprise Father's Day on Friday. Continuing with our Paris adventures, Isabella and I are on our way to surprise Simon for Father's Day. Father's Day is not today, but he's not with us for real Father's Day. But he's up here working today. He doesn't know it's coming. And of course, Simon needs a lot of celebrating. He's a great husband, he's a great father, and he's a really good friend. He's also a really good sport with the vlogs. So let's go join him for lunch. He's gonna be, I think, really, really over the moon. Ready to surprise Papa? Bonjour. Oh, il est là. Surprise. Hi. Look, your daughter's here too.
Hey, sweetheart. You good? You did something for me for Father's Day.
Happy surprise Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
We have a beautiful menu of the day with a starter of mozzarella salad and main course of veal or tuna, both of which sound delicious. What are you gonna get?
Tomato mozzarella.
Excellent.
And the tuna.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, you have to read your cards first.
Okay. Aww, you guys. Darling Simon, you might not care about celebrating Father's Day, but we care about celebrating you. Oh, thank you for everything you do for us as a husband, loving papa and friend. Love always and forever, Vivienne. I love my cars.
Yeah, well, we do love a little trip to the beach. That's a hint that I would like to be on the edge of the dune to Pila at some point this summer.
Was that also? But there was no sun on. There's no sun at the moment.
No, there's no sun. Maybe July or August.
Open with a smile. Okay.
Ah, merci.
Open with a smile.
There's a harp on the front and a guitar.
I saw both. Dear Papa, I hope you'll have an amazing Father's Day because you deserve it. It's the little moments. I love you, Isabella. Well, I try, sweetie. I know I'm not like, up to date and everything, but have a little bit of wisdom in here, a little bit of wisdom sometimes.
For being so uncool, he's pretty cool, yeah.
I can sometimes share a little bit of wisdom with you. And if not, I can cook you pasta.
You do. He does make really good spicy tuna pasta.
I like the pasta too.
Gifts. What's in the? What's your gift? What's your Father's Day gift? It's from a bookstore. What could it be?
De l'humanité en France.
This is for
Sites of UNESCO.
This is for our camping trip in August. I thought you would enjoy seeing what we could visit.
That's a great idea.
It's also, I think, really interesting photography.
Now, where's the first site?
Can you guess?
Yes, I know what that is. Do you know what it is?
I think we should let the viewers guess.
Inside is all the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and we didn't realize that we actually have not been to a lot of them here in France.
Tons of them.
This is a great bucket list thing to do.
Exactly.
It's like a little guide, but doesn't give away too much.
No, this is awesome. What about this guy?
Ooh.
We saw that in the Louvre just the other day.
Yeah, the apartments of Napoleon in the Louvre. Oh,
my God,
Fontainebleau.
look at the decoration.
Yeah, we need to go to...
Fontainebleau we need to go to again. We've been there but a long time ago. Would be nice.
Oh, I do think we need a trip to Champagne. That's what that is. Yes. A buying trip to Champagne. Doesn't that sound good?
See, that's l'Abbé Saint-Remy, but that says France.
Oh, in Reims. Cathedral of
Oh,
Reims.
we can buy champagne and go to a cathedral, and now we can eat. Merci beaucoup. Oh, that looks delicious.
And then you have the old tuna veggies.
Okay, this is really unique. So we have the tuna and the haricots verts, the green beans. But this is meant to be a mandarin sauce, and it is a remarkable shade of blue. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my God, I didn't even see that. Yeah,
It's
the plate was
blue.
I didn't see it.
Why is it blue?
That's crazy.
This is a distinct shade of what I would refer to as a Pepto-Bismol blue as well.
Really?
A bright
Never had
turquoise.
Pepto-Bismol, but,
Well, you're lucky. It's not something that you would look forward
this
to.
is good. Let's try it.
Okay, I
What
want
do
to
you
see you
think-
try
what
it.
do you
This is your colorful Father's Day lunch.
Oh, it's definitely orange.
Good. It's just not the color orange. Why do you think it's blue?
I don't know.
We love you, sweetheart.
Thank you, sweetie. I love you too.
Have a wonderful day at work.
That was a lovely celebration.
Sorry we're not going to be with you on real Father's Day. And of course I want to send this message to my own sweet daddy. Happy Father's Day to the very best dad a girl could ever hope to have. You're an inspiration with your love, your trust, your work ethic, your creativity, your guidance, and your friendship. I love you and I am grateful for you every day. And look who just arrived in Paris. It is Sally. She was just in London collecting some very special jewelry pieces for me. And now we're back at one of our very favorite markets to see if there are any treasures to be had. Fingers crossed. You guys cleaned me out last week. I'm gonna make sure that you guys get the most special, delightful, one-of-a-kind pieces. And so I am back to work.
When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will